Hi, Andrea. This is Allie Heiserman from Step Up. Thank you for offering to help with our student scale project. So I just wanted to kind of explain the process here and the why behind it. As you might be aware, we created our student scales based upon our teacher tools, those MAT proficiency scales. So a lot of the districts that we work with are ready really in the fall to start using our student scales. And up until now, they've been used very sparingly. So we wanted to make sure before we have a lot of eyes on them that we make sure they're our best product. So we want to do a couple things. We want to make sure that all the student tools are formatted correctly. They should be, but we're just double checking for any formatting issues. And we want to make sure that the content is correctly aligned and that we're using student-friendly language. So when the scales were created, what I did is I literally copied and pasted from the teacher tool to the student scale and tried to change wording to make it more student friendly. So let me show you a little bit of what that looks like. Sorry, I should have had this pulled up. Let's see. Whoa. Bear with me here. Get to see my crazy Google Drive here. It's not going to be under curriculum templates, is it? It's going to be under MATs. Okay, so let's do this, for example. So if we are looking at K-5 science, and I have third grade here. So this is going to be how we access the scales. So I'll make sure you have access to all of these tables, a table of contents for the content areas that I have you working with so that you can easily go in and click in. So here's our teacher tool for a standard. Then I'm also going to open up the student tool. So when I made the student scales, all I did is I looked at under the 4.0, I copied here the skills that a student needed to do. So for a 4.0, they need to do these things. So in the student scale, you can see I copied that right into the 4.0. I may have changed wording to make sure that it was more appropriate. Sometimes in the teacher scale, there's like links and videos and parentheses, taking out all that junk, making this so that it is really student friendly. And then you can see I did the same thing for the 3.0 and the 2.0. Now, what you are tasked with doing is double checking by opening up the teacher tool and the student tool, double checking that everything's in the right spot. Like, did I copy over the 4.0 correctly or did I put it in the wrong box type of thing? And then also reviewing the way it's worded. Analyze data to determine patterns, making sure there's a period at the end of each bullet point, making sure, excuse me, not bullet point, checkbox, making sure we have all the check boxes done, making sure that the standard code is up here, which it looks like it is not. So let me show you what it should look like. So if we go, my toolbar's in the way. Okay. If we go back to my document, come on. So sorry. Oh dear. Okay, well, we're just going to open it up in a new tab. If we go back to this original document you're going to have a copy of, here is the correct formatting. So we should have a standard code listed. So that's an example of a mistake that you will be fixing. So the student code should be listed. So we need to make sure that we get that back in there. So that is 3PS1A1. And let me make sure that I did the correct font. Yes. And I don't like the way that looks. Okay, I guess that's how she wants it. Okay, so we're going to just do colon, period. Okay. So you can see that's the kind of changes you're going to be making, just going through making sure what's bolded is bolded, making sure the standard code is there, making sure we have check boxes. I know on a few of them they were accidentally made into bullet points, so making sure we have check boxes, making sure what's written makes sense. So some of these things that are underlined, you may go through there and be like, okay, is this the best wording that we could use, or could we use something else? So on and so forth. So if I go back to my student scale document, what I'm going to do right now, I have you reviewing our math, if you're okay with that. So what I was planning to do, and you tell me if June 15th is too big of a deadline. If you can't do it by June 15th, you tell me when you could get it done by. So you would go through, like for kindergarten, all the way through 5th grade. It really shouldn't be taking you that long. You're just kind of clicking into it, double checking, moving on to the next one. So you would start with kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then you would work your way up to middle and high school. So I have you down for math. Let me know if math won't work for you. It's really not super content specific. You're just looking for formatting stuff. So I'm not sure what your area of expertise is, but I'm sure that it would work okay. And then what I'm going to have you do when you get done with the content, if you could just like, I'm going to make a note here, color box green when complete. So you can just fill the box here green to show me that you're done. And if you wouldn't mind also emailing me when you're done as well. So what I'll do in the meantime, I'm going to make sure you have the links to all those table of contents. So for example, I'll put K 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll have the links right here for you, so you don't have to go searching for them. The link that I'm going to put into you is this table of contents, so you'll easily have access to the teacher tool and the student tools. Okay, that was a lot of info, really jumbled because I wasn't prepared. Sorry about that. And please email me if you have any questions or concerns. Happy to work with you. Thanks.